Coming from the Toku Animation News Network here with,
Relica Kane.
and we are just doing a short little recap of day two
Ooh.
of
Ranger,
what?
Ranger stop.
Ranger Stop
Did you
2025.
forget?
No,
Oh, yes.
no,
Yes.
no, I didn't forget.
Okay, so day two, the hours for the convention were from 10:30 to 6. Now, technically, for people who had VIP or express badges, they could get in a half an hour earlier, but essentially it was an 8-hour day. Um, I will admit, surprisingly, for day two of a convention, a Saturday, sometimes considered the longest day of a con, it was actually quite slow. If there were more than 1,000 people, maybe 1,500, I'd be amazed because it didn't feel like there was as many people as you would anticipate for a convention. Now, it is a little bit more niche than what we would get for like an anime con or like Fan Expo or MegaCon or any of those, but it wasn't as busy as I expected.
No, there was times where it was slow in there, like right around. So it was like right after you left to
Mm-hmm.
go rest for a little bit,
Yeah,
like at
I
two
took a nap.
o'clock.
Sorry, Ren is deciding that he wants to jump on everything.
Right at like 2 o'clock, it was pretty dead in there. Like it was funny because which Campbell Cooley was like, "Hey, wait, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Hold on." And he was finishing up a conversation. It's like, "Hey, if you guys want to do your interview, I am bored right now. I'll do it." I was like, "I would, but Krelika took the tripod and she went to rest." He's like, "Okay, never mind."
Yeah, so it was kind of surprising. And even when I returned, because I left about a little after 1, got
It
back
was
to
after 1:30 because you left right after the Sentai
oh yeah,
panel.
so after 1:30, didn't come back to the convention floor until close to about 3 o'clock. And even for those remaining 3 hours of the day, it was pretty slow. Now, once again, I know this is a niche con, but I would say Power Morphicon had a lot more people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Power Morphicon was definitely, in comparison for just two Power Rangers conventions, there were probably 40 people at Power Morphicon for every one person here.
Yeah. So now this is considered by many to be one of the larger cons for Power Rangers on the East Coast. But there is supposed to be another Ranger stop or Ranger station in Atlanta.
No, Ranger Stop Atlanta's done.
Oh,
This year was their last year
but there's supposed to be another place called Ranger Station,
in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. And I do know that there's two Power Ranger slash Toku conventions on the West Coast because there's Japan World Heroes and Power Morphicon.
Well, Japan World Heroes didn't happen this year, so who knows?
Well, and that there were extenuating circumstances for that one. So, not to say that this was a bad con. So I'm not
No, I've had a lot of fun these first 2 days.
absolutely even today with it being significantly slower. You got to interact with a lot of guests a little bit more. You got to peruse the booths a little bit more clearly, especially if that's what you're looking for. I will say one of the most disappointing things about this convention are actually about 2 to 3 booths at the event.
That seemed to be getting no business.
Exactly. There's this one of this older Latin gentleman, probably in his like 60s, I would say 60s or a little bit higher, who made these diorama boxes of classic horror, modern horror, even superhero. They're gorgeous and they're very well done. They're about 250 per container, and beautiful work, well done. The problem is, one, this is a Power Rangers convention. That's not to discredit the man's work, but
Oh, they're freaking amazing. It's just it's not the right audience for that, which sucks because those things are so cool looking, but I can't afford them.
no, not, we can't afford to drop that much money on one item right now, or we would. And it breaks my heart. There's another booth that was doing a lot of 3D printings next to another booth that was doing 3D printing as well. There's quite a few booths doing 3D printing at this convention. And this one had a life size 3D printed version of Luffy holding the Gum Gum fruit as an adult. Beautiful craftsmanship for a 3D printing. And a lot of their wares for 3D printing, they have a lot of the masks that you see in Don or even in Tokyo Ghoul and so many other things that were really gorgeous. But because of their positioning, nobody was going there. And then one of the last booths that I hope is getting a lot of business, but it didn't appear to be so, is this booth that was showcasing a lot of ornaments, inspirational pictures and different things, and even had books from this young man who was the author for to talk about autism and equality for those that are on that spectrum. And while he was getting a lot of people looking, it didn't appear that there were a lot of people buying. The
I
place,
don't even know what booth you're talking about.
I'll show you when we go. You've seen it, but I don't think you connected it. There were a few other booths that look like they have a lot of good things, but I wasn't able to tell if they were making a lot of money.
CV seems to be doing well.
Toku collectibles, which we do have more unboxings, so we're part of the problem too. But there's a lot of great things. There's even a lot of anime there, and problematically,
And this blanket you bought from one
yes.
seller.
And I'll make sure to post in the chat, even if it's later, the seller. This is pixel art of different horror icons, and it's a queen size blanket, which is gorgeous and it's very well done. And when I purchased it, we also got two prints. So the first print we got is all of the villains. I'm going to say specifically of Power Rangers because of the fact that you have Gashadokoro or Junior with this, and you have Zed, you have this person who looks...
That's Master Vile.
Okay. And then on the other side, we got a TARDIS, which I thought was really cute. I know you were the one who picked these out, but I really like them. I'll make sure to put in the chat because this person has a lot of artwork. They had mouse pads, they had desk mats, they had coasters that all feature this art, the horror icons, everything, and even anime or the logos for a lot of the Sentai and or Power Rangers and so much else. Alongside those booths that were great and a little disappointing, I will say it didn't seem like, compared to Power Morphicon, we had long lines for the Toku actors, which was really sad for me because, one, all of these Toku actors took a lot of time out of their lives.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're making their money to make it worth coming out here.
Absolutely. And not to say that they're dead, like empty or anything like that, just not as much activity. Absolutely. But some of the actors from Power Rangers that are at the event, I will say, are not feeling very engaged, which is a little disappointing. Or some that are overly engaged, which can turn off a lot of people if they're not as comfortable with their neediness to be
But no,
recognized.
the one corner seems to be very. I won't say which corner, for specifically, but there's one corner of the convention that just seems to be so disengaged with everything.
Mm-hmm.
And part of it could be because that corner also is not getting as much traction, it seems like.
Yes.
But there's a specific corner that is just the people at the table. They're friendly. Like some of them are great if you come up to their table, but they're not really doing anything to get you to come to their
No.
table. Or sometimes it feels like they're there and they just want to make the sale.
Now, I will say it's awesome that all of the turtle voice actors.
Like I keep thinking about I want to buy a print from the one stunt man that's
yes.
on the opposite side by CV.
Oh, he is engaged. And sometimes he comes on a little strong, but you can tell it's because it's a passion of him. How he had to really create something from nothing, especially when you find out for the original Power Rangers back in the early 90s. And maybe this is a different guy than what I'm thinking. The one that had the Gasha Dokoro.
Oh, that's the prop masters.
Oh, okay.
I'm thinking of the stunt man who's on the opposite side of the convention.
Oh,
from
okay.
that spot.
Well, the prop masters, the fact that they only got Xerox prints, Xerox copies of what they had to make from Japan, and they had to create this out of nothing. And then in one episode, they actually had to have some of the team go to Walmart, buy the actual Power Rangers toy, mock it up so it doesn't look like it's a Power Rangers toy, so they could use it in the show.
I remember hearing about that.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. I will say some of the other heartbreaking things for the con is that there's a few people that I've talked to that feel like they're being ostracized from the world for still liking Power Rangers, still liking kid stuff. And as I shared with them, which he was the last one was a really nice gentleman that I was talking to that you chatted with, is never be ashamed of what you like. Never be ashamed of being a fan of whatever it might be. Power Rangers, anime, Sentai, horror movies, sports, if it's mainstream or not mainstream. Never be ashamed of it and enjoy it. And if your friends or your family don't understand,
that's their problem.
Well, yes and no. It is their problem, but at the same time, this is how you can kind of engage them. And if they don't want to be engaged or if they don't care, then find other hobbies that you can enjoy with them and still enjoy what you love by yourself or with other friends.
But okay, so on that other thing, I did get to interview 2 actors today. I did just a little cool chat with Campbell Cooley on what's new going on, what things have you done fun in the last little bit. And then I did interview Michael Hollander, who was JB in VR Troopers. He was really awesome to interview.
He was incredibly nice. And after he left acting, after VR Troopers ended, find out he went into animation to help with Hotel Transylvania and other notable properties that he had an opportunity to help build, to still share what he loves, even if it's in a different manner. He is still loving it, and he really appreciates that people still love the property of VR Troopers to this day, because it's over 20 years old.
Something like that. But yeah, hopefully we'll have a few more interviews tomorrow. And who else did we get to meet? Oh, but then we had a Super Sentai panel as well, which was kind of cool. There were a little bit of issues with it pacing wise
Which you'll
because,
see in the upload of the panel that we will share.
but it was still a good panel. Yeah, I recorded it, so I'll probably render that overnight and hopefully have that out tomorrow morning.
It's a learning experience for everybody because the host, this was his first time interviewing individuals that don't speak the same language. For the translator, it was her first time being a primary translator for everybody from Japanese to English and English to Japanese. So there were some hiccups with it, but it was still a good time. I will admit that going forward, I would like to see what else they do with it. And I'm looking forward to seeing how day 3 is, possibly being slow or even busier. Who knows? And that also gives me the hope that maybe next time this convention goes through, because it's not every other year like Power Morph.
I believe it's every year.
Okay, so when we return next year, I'm looking forward to it.
Well, also we ran into a few more fans of the channel.
Yeah, so hi.
Let's see. We had Nick Cooper or Nick
Lens.
Nick Cooper. Nick. We had. Oh God, why can't the people, I bet so many of them with the names today. All the names have blurred into one blender.
So if we forget to say your name, it's not out of disrespect by any means.
Was it Tyler? No. Jaden? No.
Because I know we met Hayden yesterday.
Hayden was yesterday.
Which we saw today.
Who had a pretty cool loop on red costume on. So I got him today again. Oh my God. Who was it?
I'm really bad with names. I work in human resources, so that automatically requires me to be terrible with names.
I can't remember their names now.
Well, think about them and put them in the comments.
I won't remember at this point, even if I'm not remembering now.
Everybody that we saw at the convention, thank you very much for coming up to us and saying hello, talking about what you do or do not like about our channel and our videos and what you're hoping for the future. Hey, I won't mind somebody to say, I wish you would do this or that. Like there was somebody who actually saw me and didn't see him initially. And he was like, you're Corellica Kane. I was like, oh.
Wasn't that Nick?
Oh, yes. That was before he saw you. And I'm like,
yeah, because when we were at Cooley Campbell's.
Yes, you're right.
Because he was talking to Campbell when Campbell wanted to do our interview.
And then I do like the fact that you saw this guy who was talking to JB's actor, who had this tattoo.
Yeah. He had this
and you're like showing it to me, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. I have no idea what it is. And I'm just nodding along because I don't want to say, I have no idea what that tattoo is. And then you talk to him later because I'm gone by that point.
I was like, hey, cool Godzilla tattoo. And he's like, somebody who knows it's Godzilla. Everyone keeps thinking it's a tiger.
Well, it made no sense to me because it was done in a very traditional Japanese style. So a lot of very creative line work that can sometimes seem a bit more abstract than the norm.
But it was Millennium Godzilla.
Oh,
because it had the big spines in it. But that was really cool. But we did.
Well, first and foremost, we forgot to show this yesterday. When we went up to the one machine that was doing 3D printing, they accidentally messed up on their panda bear. And the young man who showed it to us is like, it looks like a demon from hell. So he didn't want it because it terrified him. So he gave it to us.
I was like, that's kind of cool the way it looks. A reversed panda. He's like, hey, do you mind if I just give him this to the guy in charge?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, go ahead.
I just thought it was so adorable. So I wanted to make sure we did share that. Now, because Kaiju wanted Blade so much, I got the rest of the box because there were 6 in a box. I bought the remaining 3. But also, before he opens any of those, I did get another one of these too, those phone case toys that I showed off yesterday where we got double. I did open it in advance because I was nerdy and I really wanted to see it. So this is what I got. I'll show you the figure in itself. I love the back with all the pinkish to it. You might be able to guess from just looking at the belt itself. But if not, let me put on the helmet. And you shall see decade.
Decade.
So still super cute. Does open up where you can put your cell phone. And I actually, when I was opening this right before the Toku panel started, all these individuals that are sitting around me were saying, they're like, that is so cool. And I was talking about how it was only $20. So it looked like they started selling out of almost all of these at Tokulectables. And
Really?
so I'm going to say it's all due to me and my creative salesmanship, but it's really because they're awesome.
All right. I'm already opening one of these up.
I see. Now, he said that if it's not Blade, he's going to be really sad because there's 7 figures, just for awareness. It could be one of 7. So what did you get?
It's actually looking like it's Blade.
Let's see. Oh, it has cards. That's still very cool artwork. So is it Blade?
Yep.
Yay!
Yay! I got Blade. It only took 4. Well, technically 6, but...
Well, yes. Because if I didn't get the rest. So cute. All right. So we got 2 more of these.
I already took off all the...
Oh, okay. So it's just lifting?
Well, yep. It's just all the lifting.
Oh.
So it could either be Deno,
Uh-huh.
Ryuki, or Ryuga.
So this one is, it looks like an octopus or squid thingy. So let me, well, if I can get this. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry.
But let's see. We also do have, we've got Axel, who wants to know the thoughts on Goju Unicorn. I will do a separate video on that.
So let's see who I got.
V,
Hi, Axel.
V Scorpio.
Hi, V Scorpio.
What's your idea for a Super Sentai season? I also like your glasses.
Oh, thank you. I have
And-
lots of glasses.
Whoops.
Ooh, who is this? I'm kidding, but...
We have Denu Orasanjo.
And it's the Momotaro Deno.
Yep. But yay for Blade.
And I love Deno, so I'm very happy to get that one. So are we going to get now Ryuki or Ryuga? So... this is, just to show you what the inside looks like. Or none of the above.
Which one do you think it is?
I'm thinking it's Ryuga.
It's Ryuki.
Oh, yay! I got Shinji! I was expecting, though, for in here to be a dragon. But I guess it makes sense because it's one of the, like, spider villains.
Yeah.
But sweet! And I like how he has the dragon in his hand. So very cool.
So where's the other?
You want me to grab them?
Yes.
Okay.
So we can put them all together.
It's going to take me a second. Where did Ren go? Is he still up there?
I don't think so. He jumped off, I thought.
Oh.
But yay, Blade. Ryuki. Deno.
Sorry for the shaking.
All right. So
Do you want me to put them in?
I don't even know how they would go.
Oh, I'll show you. So these are what slide into here. So, for example, let's see. This should slide into all three of these. Give me a second. Why don't you look at some more questions while I'm doing that?
Let's see.
Or comments or what have you.
All right, let's see. Come on, Blade. Come on, Blade. That must have been when I was opening it. Kanikito. I just arrived. Did you guys get Blade?
Yes. He got his precious Blade.
Aren't they all villains in the back artwork? They are. That's why. Let's see. Yeah, because here's for Deno, the squid.
Okay, I thought I had these together. Give me a moment. Oh, here. You want to show off Blade just so?
Yes.
Here. I'll fix them all later.
How do you get this connected?
Oh, so.
Well, okay, so if you look for Blade here, we've got looks like the lion undead.
Mm-hmm. And here is Ryuki, for anybody who just arrived. And it has the spider, not undead, not Orphanoch. That's Fies, right? Or no?
Yeah, Fies was Orphanox.
Okay. Here, it's a little stuck.
No, it's more of, oh, I see. So it only connects on one side.
Yes.
I see. I thought it was supposed to like connect on.
It is. It's just this got messed up, so I need to fix it. I'm trying to fix them right now. But give me a moment. What other comments do we have?
Let's see. Axel, what does it's all Decade's fault even means?
Yes.
Well, what does it mean?
What mean?
It's all Decade's fault.
Mm.
Well, that's what he's asking.
Oh.
So basically.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I'm having a very blonde moment.
Narataki always says this is all Decade's fault.
Which I never understood Narataki's hate for Decade. But did they ever finish Narataki's story?
I have no idea. Last I heard, no, but I don't know.
Well, I feel like Decade's been playing, that the actor for Decade's been playing Decade for.
Yeah, okay, I thought so. The squid on the dental one is Ikadevil, which is a shocker monster. That's why I was like, wait a minute. Isn't that not?
So here's 3 of them together. Let me see. I'll start putting more together. It takes a little bit of finagling. Why don't you look at comments while I do this?
Well, because you're let's see.
Because you're better with the comments.
But it's all Decade's fault. Decade's fault just means that Narataki says everything is because of Decade. The screw up of the writers for the Heisei universes, all of that good stuff. So just in case you didn't see the box before or during yesterday's live stream, this is the box. Here are the writers that are in this line. Well, and then here's actual pictures of the writers, with Ryuga being a special hidden one.
Which is weird because each box only comes with 6. All right, let me see the last one. I am here off screen. I'm just doing all this finagling. Like, I kind of hope they will do more of these so you can inevitably have a larger kind of diorama version of it.
You would just need to actually put them all in order.
Well, yes, I'm not doing that right now.
I wouldn't mind Hibiki.
Mm-hmm. Bless you. But see, isn't that cool? And then, as I shared earlier, the phone case. So now we have 2 phone holders.
Hey, yo. I'm Santa Claus, y'all.
And then we got our phone holders.
I'm the Common Claus.
And then, because we had to go to Walmart for a couple of things, he also bought a new Godzilla figure. Are you going to do an unboxing of this?
No.
But nothing too fancy for what we're doing.
But yeah, the convention's been a lot of fun. It kind of sucks that it's only got one more day left because I feel like I need one extra day for this convention.
I feel like I need more of these. But this was the entire lot. Now, I don't know if this is, because it says number 4 on the box. So I don't know if this is the 4th grouping of them, but because they all say number 4 on the back.
Oh yeah, they do.
But once again, these were $8 a piece via Tokulectables. So I definitely recommend if you want some just cute little Toku Kamen Rider minifigures, you got this. And then if you like something different where you can have a weird googly-eyed creature that looks once again like a predator,
Gotcha.
and you can have a phone holder. I do like that, especially when you can have multiple. And I do like that the heads. Oh, take off the helmet for double. I like how they're different colored eyes and the hair and everything. So it's not like you're getting the same thing each time. Like they all have the metal or love symbol. So that's so cute. These were $20, but once again, the craftsmanship for these is incredibly well done.
Oh, it was actually funny though, the Toku Collectibles lady, when we're telling him about the ugly Revy, and she's like, really? Okay, I want to see one of these now. I want to see what we're actually selling our customers.
So she opens it and it's Geets, which I'm a little jealous because I would have liked Geets too.
But hers, and she's like, okay, I can kind of see what you mean by the looseness because the waist was very loose on it, and
yes,
she couldn't get it to actually stand up
or sit down,
so they could display it on their box.
Yeah, so some hits or a lot of hits. Thankfully, only one miss, so I can't complain there.
But then it's funny. She's like, "Yeah, so nobody's actually buying these. Maybe this is why."
Yeah, maybe our telling people not to buy things is telling people not to buy them.
But let's see. There was also a tease in Decade when Narataki almost transforms with one of Hibiki's Morars. It was only one episode. Let's see. Kamen Rider minifigures. Emilio Labato says hi.
Hi.
I see Kuga. Emilio said. Yep. Kuga. So we've got Kuga. Ryuki, Deno, Bledo, Build, Gotcha.
Wow.
Gesundheit.
Gesundheit. Oh God, Cadzilla's taking over the screen. Hi, Rennie. Sorry. That little blur of whiskers.
But yeah, we'll see what day 3 brings in. I do want to get there. The prop master booth does have some artwork with the original drawing copies of the original drawings for some of the monsters, which includes Gashadokuro for Kaku Ranger, among a few others that would be cool, but I can only afford one. And then, like I said, I might get a for the stuntman. I think they have a print of, I want to see how much it is, of him wearing the Grifferzor costume.
Oh, cool.
Without the Grifferzor head on.
Oh.
So his face goes up to here on the suit.
Oh, yes. Oh, so one of the funny conversations that we did have with the actor who played, oh God, when we talked about, for In Space, Mega Ranger.
In Space Silver's actor.
Yes.
Zane's actor.
So we were talking about how his character is very different than...
Yeah, he said he's got Mega Ranger. He wants to check it out at some point.
And so we were talking about one of the villains of the show. And I made the comment that, yeah, it was a little weird watching the show because the villainess of the show in Space is very different than the female general in Mega Ranger. And so I was like, I wonder if that's because she was a porn star. And at first, how I said it, he thought that the character in show was a porn star. And I'm like, no. The actress.
No, what was funnier than when he was thinking the actress for the Rangers.
Yes.
And like, no, the actress for the villains. He's like, oh, okay. But yeah.
And so he's like, oh my God. So when his wife comes back, because, this is the first thing you must tell your wife. He's like, hey, honey, the female who played the Japanese counterpart to, Astronema was a porn star. The actress was. And she's like, okay, honey. And I'm like, yeah. Like, yes, you're the greatest person ever. But he was a really nice guy. It was kind of hilarious.
We also met, what's his name? We also met TJ's actor. Because we're talking to him about Mega Ranger and Cod Ranger.
Some of them don't like me when I say I've only seen the Japanese versions and I've never seen the American.
And then it's funny for the ones that are like, oh, really? And get all into wanting it.
Yeah, like, I always feel bad because I never say to the actors that, I've never watched a show. I've only seen the Japanese, so I'm not sure of much of what you do, but I know my husband and many of my friends are huge fans. They just get like all uncomfortable with me because I don't know anything about it. And it always makes me a little sad because this is how I want to learn and how I want to know more about what they do. And sometimes when I do talk to actors, they're like, oh, cool. How is it different in this or that? Because I made the comments to Space Silver, I guess.
Who we were just talking about?
Yeah, I guess. Well,
Zane?
Is that the character's name? Space Silver?
Technically, yes.
Because I make the comment to him as a joke. I was like, well, it makes no sense because Mega Ranger never goes to space. And he's like, wait, there's no space? I was like, no. So it made no sense to me when I'm watching, when they're talking about being in space, when you've never once touched space as a series. It's like, ah!
But it was cool though.
Yes. No, there was a lot of coolness to it. I enjoyed myself. It's fun nerding out, especially when you can buy things like this, because mainly all of this, except for most likely Blade, because he's going to abscond with this immediately when we get home. But I'm going to be putting this in my home office and things like that. And these are going to actually be joining me on my desk so I can hold my personal cell phone. Might as well use Decade for my work cell phone, just so I have places to put things.
Then when the work cell phone goes off, you can say, "This is all Decade's fault."
Exactly. See, I now have a purpose. But I'm looking forward to just having nice little fun things to join me for the workday, and possibly even gifts. I'll figure out what to do with Revice, even if I have to Frankenstein it or something like that.
Let's see. So we've got Wolf Spear and Box Knight.
Hi.
Also, so Omega's up to episode 18. Wow, we've got to catch up.
Yes, we're behind. Ready? Sorry, I'm calling my kitty.
All right, that's all I've pretty much got to talk about for today. It was cool meeting people, cool speaking to actors from the shows, and
just cool once again to be at a convention. Sometimes it's frustrating that lead up to a convention because you're like, oh great, going to be around all of these people, probably going to spend a lot of money that we don't need to spend, and shut up. And then when we get to the convention, it's like, oh my God, this is so cool. Look at these shiny things. I must have them. So I'm the problem, not him. And all I have to say is shiny cuteness. Nothing's wrong with this. Yay. Yay. Yay? Well, on that depressing note of being chastised, I hope all of you are having a great weekend. I really enjoy everybody joining us for these live streams. I'm trying to get him in the habit of doing these lives, even if we're not at our computer, having recently watched something or anything like that. Just having a live where we can do like a quick little chat, check in with everybody, do something fun like this, maybe even showcase other little doodads and stuff that we have at home, or even talking about movies or other things that are just on the fly outside of his Q&As as well. So if you enjoy just randomness like this, please continue to check us out. Hit that, if you're new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe button. Click on whatever else YouTube has you clicking on to support us. You can also follow us on all of the socials. You can look for us in every other place. We'll have all that in the chat if you want to know where to find us on social media. And while he's trying to break my new figures.
Well, actually, I was just noticing, unlike Double, he's got waist swivel.
Oh, cool. But have a great night, everyone. Or have a great day, depending on where you're at. And we will catch you on the flip side. Bye.
Yep. Until next time. Oh yeah, you need to do it because I don't know how to.
X. Bye.
X marks the spot.